Major General Churchill Mann became an accomplished rider in the Army. He was also a member of the Royal Canadian Dragoons, who dominated the indoor Nations Cup circuit in the 1920s and 30s. Billie Mann rode horses from childhood. While their personalities were quite different, they were a perfect match.
They provided the wherewithal, the opportunity, the enthusiasm. I think the enthusiasm was the most important feature. They were two wonderful people, on the surface apparently quite different, but a beautiful match.
Following the war, the General and Billie began the development of the first civilian riding team, the forerunner to everything that is equestrian in this country.
They brought over Michael Kadowski, which is a major then from Poland. He was on the Polish team in the pre-World War II, and brought him over as coach. They rented a stable and leased a stable from E.P. Taylor right in the north end of Toronto, and they bought horses for the team. And you know, that was a huge impetus for our team to get it off the ground.
Promoted the jumping team for quite a few years and backed it financially and raised money for it. And he was the real start of our jumping team.
In the 40s and 50s, the Manns became the unofficial custodians for equestrian sport, the General leading as only he could.
When we rode with General Mann, but he was still the General and everything was run that way. And if there was a disagreement, it was kind of loud and clear.
He thought it very important that we knew how to fall off a horse, so that he used to get us on the fence and push us individually when you, suppose you're not looking, either push you backwards on the fence or push you forwards over the fence, and you have to land and tuck and roll. I guess it's like maybe he learned that in the Army with the parachutists and things like that. But, you know, he was really a good guy, but you had to do things, you know, his way.
And Billie, influencing the grassroots of the sport, the Pony Club of Canada.
She started the first Pony Club rallies, where you had teams from Pony Club. As the Pony Club expanded, there were teams from Ottawa, British Columbia, and an American team or so, and had them in the rallies where they were together for a week in competitions and teams, just almost like a mini Olympics.
From promotion to financial support, from Tanglewood to Joker's Hill, Churchill Mann and his wife Billie were the emotional center of a pastime that became a sport of historical importance in Canada, and for that they will never be forgotten.
From their point of view, their contribution would always be understated. From the recipient's point of view, it was a bonanza.
Unfortunately, they're both not with us, you know, and I would have really liked to have had them with us, and so they could see what really all of us older riders or rode at the time, really how much we really appreciate what they did for us.